Welcome to another episode of Blind Grillin'. We are out here on a beautiful mid-March day, hit about 80 degrees here in Springfield, Missouri, and I thought we would do a cook today of something that typically you would think of as being indoor in the oven, but we're going to do a poppy seed chicken out here on the big green egg. So I'm going to add some charcoal here to the egg and get us plenty of charcoal for some pretty good sized chunks for a nice hot cook, and add a little bit more. All right, get all kinds of dusty on me. Excuse me. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this fired up. We're going to get it to about 350 degrees, maybe 375. And then we're going to go inside and we're going to put together our poppy seed chicken. And one of the things that I've done is I've actually already grilled the chicken. Now, a few nights ago, we wanted to have some grilled chicken fettuccine alfredo, and so I grilled a whole bunch of chicken, more than we would use in that, and we're going to use it for some fajitas that we'll cook on the egg. But tonight we're going to do the poppy seed chicken, and so we've already got the chicken grilled, so we're going to fire the egg back up, and we'll go inside, put everything else together, and we'll put it on the egg, and we're going to see about getting a nice little smoky flavor in with our poppy seed chicken tonight. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, we've got our charcoal is started. I'm going to pull. That, my friends, is hot. You don't have to see to know that, that's for sure. Set this down right here. Put our grate down. Lifter there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this egg, like I said, up to about 350 to 400 degrees, so about 375 probably. So while that is coming up, one more time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll be right back. We'll get the chicken cut up and we'll work on everything else. You know, I got to thinking about it. I think what we're going to do is an indirect cook because of the casserole dish that we're using. So I'm going to put in my plate setter, convector, as some people want to now refer to it. So get this in here. We're going to put the grate right back on here. All right, so we'll let that finish coming up to temperature, and we're going to work on getting some things cut up. Now, one of the first things, again, got to be sanitary, so I'm going to go wash my hands and be right back. All right, folks, I'll tell you what we've got here. We have some grilled chicken breasts that we are going to cut up a little bit smaller than what we have here. And we're going to layer it on the bottom of this casserole dish. Some of this is already cut up. I'm sure my wife had a hand in that from when we cooked it the other day. So, get this out, and we're gonna get busy here. Doesn't have to be real small, but at the same time, bite-sized chunks are always good. What we're going to do is we're going to add this grilled chicken into this pan. Then what we've got is cream of chicken soup and cream of mushroom soup. And we're going to combine that with some sour cream and get that mixed in thoroughly. We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper as well. And after we get that mixed it all together thoroughly, we'll pour that over top of our chicken. And then what we'll do is we're going to crush up some Ritz crackers and combine a 1/4 cup of butter with our Ritz crackers, kind of create a little layer on the top, and of course they call it poppy seed chicken, right? So then we will add our poppy seed chicken on, or poppy seed on top of that just before we go and stick it in the egg to cook. So let me finish cutting up this chicken and getting this first layer down in our container, and we will be back in just a moment when we start mixing together the soups and the sour cream. One of the things I was going to show you, I know some folks probably don't like my knife skills, but when you can't see, you know, one of the things I know that a lot of folks will just go straight down through it like this, which is great, no problem. You always see me kind of pulling it back through, and you know, I do everything by feel, and so I try to be thorough, but at the same time I try to be safe for me. So there's, you know, maybe a little bit different than what some folks would do when they're cutting up, whether it be vegetables or chicken or any other type of meat or whatever. But I just try to just wanted to kind of show you, you know, I do know what I'm doing. I'm not just being real crazy with a knife. Like I said, I do everything by feel. So that's, you know, if you're paying attention to anything I do with a knife, and I just try to keep that in mind. It's not because you know, I prefer one way over another, or I'm not familiar with other ways and techniques of using a knife, but just because I can feel what's happening with that. That's why I like to do it that way. So, all right, but we've got that chicken added, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our soups together here in just a second. Find our bowl. Here's a soup, and I think my daughter was starting to open up a can, but didn't quite get her done. So let's go ahead and get our soups opened up. And the one thing I forgot to bring out was a fork, which we'll get to in just a minute.
You're good.
Alright, so this out. We'll use a fork in just a minute to finish getting all of that out. I always get messy opening up cans, but it's alright. We just got to keep washing our hands. So let's get this out. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll get this in, and we'll get the sour cream in. I'm going to run and grab a fork, so we'll be right back as we start to mix all this up. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get our butter melted. So I'm going to take this while the grill is about to temp, and I'm going to stick that right in there so it'll melt the butter for us real quick. And in the meantime, we're going to open up the thing. Now what we've done, again, we've added large cans of cream of chicken and cream of mushroom soup. And now we're going to mix that together with a container here of sour cream. So, work on getting this all mixed up together. And that butter probably won't take long, so we'll pull it out in just a second. Make sure I get that cream, sour cream mixed in with this soup really well. Hannah, how's that looking?
Looks good.
About like we got it together?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So, let's check on our butter here. Probably not
Not
quite.
melted.
Yeah, not quite, but
At all.
Move it around. Alright. We'll let that continue to melt for us. And then, in the meantime, tell you what, we're gonna turn the camera off for just a second. I'm actually gonna have Hannah come around here, and she's gonna pour this over the chicken for me. And once she gets that poured over the chicken for me, we will add a pinch of salt, a little bit of cracked pepper to it, and then we'll do the finishing touches with the crackers, butter, and poppy seeds. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, so Hannah's got this poured over. She's gonna help. We've been crushing these crackers. So what we're gonna do at this point is open these crackers up. I know if you need some help. Not a deal. My hands are slick. You got it? All right. So pour your crackers over. Got smart and grab the towel. Wipe the hands off on this. So. Oops. Got that. So get the crackers over. In the meantime, I'm going to grab this butter. Should be pretty much melted for us. Hannah, this is hot. All right?
Yeah.
So use this carefully. Try to grab it without burning yourself and pour that all over as best you can. So pour that melted butter over all of those rich crackers that we crushed up. A little bit windy out here. Tell me when you got it. All right, grab the poppy seeds. And then if you want to use that measuring cup right there, or just do that, that works too.
They don't come out very well, so.
Yeah. Get a good covering of poppy seed over that. Do you want to put it on the grill?
No.
No? You let me do that?
Yeah.
Alright. So now that we have our poppy seed chicken put together, it's time to set it on the grill. So here we go.
Towards the middle of the wood. There you go.
There you go. Set that on. All right, there that is. We're gonna let that go for about probably 45 minutes, maybe a little longer until it starts bubbling, and we're gonna have some tasty treats. Appreciate you watching Blind Grilling. Be sure and comment, would love to hear from you. If you got questions, something you'd like to see cooked, let us know about that as well. In the meantime, I think I got a mess to clean up.